We're going to move on to practice 3. That's where we stopped off yesterday. I had given us some time to work on it. So it's time to just check the answer. Okay, time to just check answer. If you have not done it, that's fine. Just copy down the solution. Okay, watch the video in your free time. A. For A, let me just change the color. Okay, for A, I want to highlight X and X. I want to highlight 2 and 2 to show you that actually these two brackets have the same thing. One is a plus, the other one is a minus. It's actually the same thing. Yellow, circle, green. It's the same structure. So we know that this is A plus B. We know this is A minus B. So what is A and what is B? Well, X is A, 2 is B. You can confirm this by comparing yourself. If you know that, then you're applying the formula x squared minus 2 squared. Because that's A squared minus B squared. But 2 squared can be simplified. Do you all know what 2 squared is? 4. Yeah, so you can write this as x squared minus 4, the simplified form. Moving on to the next one. This is one of the easy example. Let's look at the next one. I highlight 3x, I highlight 3x. They look the same. Half and half, they are the same. One of them is a minus, one of them is a plus. So this is actually A minus B and A plus B. Now, it looks like you cannot use the formula because the formula on the whiteboard starts with a plus, then followed by a minus. But actually, when two brackets are multiplied together, you can swap the order around. So you can still apply the formula A squared minus B squared. You can still do it. What is A? A is a yellow color one. So A is 3x squared. B is half squared. The first question I didn't put brackets. But this question I put bracket. And I had asked the question yesterday. When do I use brackets? When the power 2 is supposed to apply to everything inside. Okay, so just to be clear, the first one where I worked on it like this one, I didn't need a bracket because the power 2 only applies to the number 2. The power 2 only applies to the x. There's only one thing to apply to, so that's okay. But when it comes to the part B, the second question, it has 3 and it has x. So I need a bracket to remind myself that the power 2 applies to both. The second one is a half, but technically there's a 1 and there's a 2. You need to apply to both 2. For the specific rule, you will learn this in Sec 3. Okay, this is under indices. But simplify this, 9x squared minus 1 quarter. Okay? Next, C. What is A? I think by now we know this is A plus B, bracket, and this is A minus B. So let's write it down. A is actually 2y, B is actually 3x. Because there's a plus and then there's a minus. I'm doing away with the highlighting because I think by now people can see and match the pattern. The formula, A squared, so 2y squared minus B squared, 3x squared. The power 2 applies to both of them. So 4y squared minus 9x squared. Okay. Okay, I move on to part D. X minus 3, x minus 3. The teacher who prepared this worksheet even write down there, be very careful here, which formula to apply. Look carefully at this structure. This is A minus B, right? This is actually not what we are doing, A plus B, A minus B. It's not a differences of square because the signs are the same. So this is actually A minus B squared. There are two brackets, they are the same, so power 2. What is the formula for this? Well, I will write down here for the video, but for the rest of us, you can look at the whiteboard. A squared minus 2AB plus B squared. What is A? A is x. What is B? B is 3. B is not minus 3, B is 3. Because I'm applying the formula that has a minus sign in the middle. Are we okay with this? Because I'm applying this formula, then I know that x minus 3 square is actually x square minus 2 times x times 3 plus 3 square. That gives you x square minus 6x plus 9. That's the answer to D. Questions? That's the... Then after that is the last page of the worksheet already, right? Extra practice, yeah? Okay, so I will end the video here because this is the end of this worksheet for me. For you, there's one more page which are all the practice questions. That's for you to practice. Is that okay? Can, so in summary, there are these 3 identities. They are all on the whiteboard. We are going to continue using them to do other things. Okay, I stop the video, then I move on to the next worksheet.